Hello everybody, hope you all are doing great. Welcome to my channel. This is my ninth video of the Christ Diaries and today I will be talking to you guys about one of the most asked and commented questions on my channel, which is what about the placements at Christ University? I totally understand and I think it is a very valid question to ask because you would be investing a lot of your time and money for a degree and you definitely want to know what is the end result of it. You want to know where does this degree leave you in terms of the skill sets or in terms of the employment opportunities you would have post the completion of this degree. So don't worry, I will answer all of those questions. Make sure you watch this video till the very end because I will be discussing in detail about the whole process of placements at Christ University. I will also be telling you guys about the companies which come for placement. Along with that, the salary packages those companies offer. I will also be telling you guys tips about how you guys can be placed in the best firms which come for placement at Christ University. So without any further ado, let's get started. The placements at Christ University happen through the placement cell of Christ University. This cell works as a department of its own and is responsible to get all the companies to campus. So the companies which want to place from Christ University also have to contact this department. At the start of the third year, the placement cell will send you a form to know about your basic details and whether you want to sit for the placements or not. Mind you, not everybody at the end of the degree would want to get placed from Christ University. A lot of students would want to go and study further and get more skills. Other students would want to go back home and join their family business. And there are others who would want to venture out and enter into the field of entrepreneurship and start their own ventures. Hence, they would not be sitting for placements. Placement cell would also appoint a placement representative from your class or from your department who would let you know whenever the company comes on campus. Placement cell would also send you an email regarding the same. Now, to make you understand the process better, I would give you an example of company X. Assuming company X wants to place from Christ University, it would first send their job descriptions to the placement cell, and in that they would list from which all courses they want to place students from Christ University. And this job description would then be sent to particular courses. Assuming I'm doing BBA honors and company X wants to place students from BBA honors, so I would get the initial GD, which is the job description of company X. And if I would want to sit for the placements, I would have to fill in the basic form of company X. So after everybody has filled in the basic form of company X, the company X would be given the data and then they would do their first round of shortlisting. This round of shortlisting usually happens on the basis of your academic performance, your GPAs basically, that is, your attendance and backlogs if you have any. After that, the second process is the pre-placement talk. Now what happens after the first round of shortlisting is done, the company then would come on campus and give all the shortlisted students a pre-placement talk. In this talk, the representatives from the company would tell in detail about the company, its mission, vision and values, the salary packages, what all is in the job description, how they're just trying to sell their company. So they would tell you how their company is the best and you should join their company. After this, then the third round is sometimes it's an aptitude test and sometimes it's not. But majorly nowadays, companies are having the aptitude test. So after that, we would have an online test or a physical form of test wherein students would have to do something which is very similar to CUET. They would have maths, English, GK, data analysis and interpretation. So after this round of aptitude test is done, company would again do a shortlisting. After this shortlisting is done, results come out. Then we have what you call, which is a group discussion. In the group discussion, the students would be sitting in a panel of 8 to 10, and out of that, 2 or 3 students per panel, depending on the quality of your panel, are selected for personal rounds of interview. So after the shortlisting from group discussion is done, students then move up to personal rounds of interviews. Now these rounds vary according to company. A lot of companies usually have 3 to 4 rounds of interviews, whereas few would just have 2. One would be HR round where they just want to know about your behavioral skills, and then the other would be technical round. This all just totally depends from company to company. But this is the whole process. And after the all rounds of interviews are done, and mind you, after each round of interview, you would again have shortlisting. So the number which initially starts from 1000 gets down to 20, 30, and then 5, 10, and then it depends how many people are being placed from the university. There are a few companies which place a lot of students, so there would be around 100 students being placed to one particular company. Then there are a few companies who would just take about 3, 4, 5, or 7 students from the whole of Christ University. But placements in general is just like a very different vibe at campus. Everybody you would see would be running around, getting their resumes, practicing their group discussions, working for their interviews. So it's a very, very different vibe at campus, and you would definitely love to experience that. So after the interviews are done, then you would get results. Mind you, Christ University also works like just any other placement cell would. So the moment you are placed from the university, you would not be allowed to sit for any other placements. So you all have to be very smart in terms of picking the companies you would want to sit. Nowadays, I've heard that the university is not one. If you're eligible for a placement for a company, you would have to sit for the company, irrespective you want to sit or you don't want to sit. And if just in case you drop out of the whole process, like usually students do, like the moment they are in the interview process and they feel that they can get this company and they don't want to, so they don't go for their next interview. But then placement cell has started taking a notice of these students, and they're debarring them for sitting for placements. So you should not do anything like that. So this is the whole process of getting placed at Christ University. All the companies one by one, starting from July, August till the very end, which is March, or even in fact start of April, the time you're giving your final results, companies would keep coming to campus. And in between you, there would be a time when in your class there will be less students and more students would be gone for placements. Like I told you, placements are very centralized. So all the Banagata people would also have to go to the main campus for all the placement process, which is for your aptitude test, for your group discussions, and for your interviews. But don't worry, you get attendance for the same. This is the whole process of being placed at Christ University. To tell you about the companies which come for placement at Christ University, I've broken it down to different sectors so that it's easier for everyone to understand. For finance, you would have all the big fours coming to campus, which is EY, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte. Along with that, you would have DE Shaw, Goldman Sachs, RCCM, Wipro, Bosch, State Street, Accenture, JP Morgan, ExxonMobil, TCS, and a lot more. For consulting, you would have all the big threes, that is McKinsey, BCG, and Bain. For sales and marketing, you would have Amazon, Zomato, Zycus, Godrej Properties, Prestige Constructions, PayPal. For startups, you would have startups such as Delta X, Media Ant, MyGate, Headout, Zolostays, Magic Pin, ClearTax. For HR, you would have Aeon, Walmart Labs, Accenture, Infosys, and lot more. Mind you, these are not the only companies which come to campus. There are a lot more companies which would come, but I've just picked out the main names. Now, for each of these companies, there are different roles that they're recruiting for. So a lot of them would come for analyst roles, business development roles, associate roles. Then they would also have a lot of tech roles. So for all the people who are doing BCA and other technology related courses, so a lot of companies would place for them as well. So each company would then come with about minimum 3 to 4 of JDs, which is job profiles and job descriptions. So they would be hiring for different roles. And in each of these companies, a lot of their subsidiaries also come. In say, for example, Deloitte US would come, Deloitte India would come, and then other job functions of Deloitte would also come and recruit separately. So for each of these big firms, you would see these firms coming twice or thrice to campus to place students. Coming to the main question you guys are wanting me to answer desperately, which is what are the salary packages? How much would these companies offer you? So if I were to give you a minimum and a maximum, these companies start from 2.2 LPA, which is 2.2 lakhs per annum, and then goes about to 10 LPA, which is 10 lakhs per annum. But this is just a minimum and a maximum. There are also companies such as Wipro, which offer you around about 1.8 LPA, but then the program which they're offering is very different from that of the other companies. Wipro offers you an MBA along with working for them. So on the weekdays you work, and then on the weekends you get an MBA. You work for an MBA. So by the end of your course, you have your work experience as well as an MBA from a very reputed college. So programs like these also exist. Then there are firms which pay you 18 to 19 lakhs per annum. But mind you, that is CTC, which is the cost to the company, which includes a lot of benefits and allowances. Your in-hand salary still remains round about to 7 or 8 lakhs per annum. But if you get to companies like these, it's great. If I were to give my opinion, majorly everybody falls in the bracket of 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs. That's where majority of the students who are placed, that's what the salary these people get. In terms of the tips that I can offer you so that you guys get placed in the best of the firms, I would just be offering you two tips which are very important for you all. And I just hope that you guys keep this in mind once you guys enter the campus. Firstly, make sure that your academics are great because the first round of shortlisting happens just entirely based on your academic results. So if your college GPA is good, and I hope you guys maintain that, it would be really great for you to at least get the first round of shortlisting and to be allowed to sit for aptitude test and group discussions. Secondly, make sure you guys don't have any backlogs. If you have backlogs, you are directly barred from sitting for any of those placements till the time you clear your backlogs. So make sure you guys don't have your backlogs. All in all, the placements at Christ University are great. In my personal belief, I feel that all those students who wanted to get a job from the university did get one. Sometimes, due to some or the other reasons, students are not able to get a job from the university. But that is not the end of the road because having Christ University on your resume is like a great head start. And if you were to look for a job on your own, you eventually will find one. It's just that you would have to work a little harder. In the description of this video, I'll be putting down link of the official placement stats of the Christ University. So make sure you check that link. That link includes the packages for MBAs as well. So if you would eliminate that, you would get the highest and the lowest and also the courses from which these companies were recruiting. So make sure you click on that link. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you want to know details or salary packages of any particular company. Do share this video with your friends and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that it keeps me motivated to bring out more videos for you all. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.